first and foremost, I made sure to let my friend know that I was going to be making a story about him. Let's get started. Once upon a time, my friend Deverick decided that his cat was a little shit, and his cat just did all this crazy stuff to make his life hellish sometimes. So he decided that he and Mephistopheles, his cat, were going to have a wonderful bonding experience. So what he decided to do was to go to the store and get some catnip, because put two and two together, cats love catnip. Okay, sure. So he decided that he was going to use this catnip to make his cat like him, but how? How was he going to use this catnip? But this has been probably never done before in the history of cat ownership. I'm going to tell you, this is probably some next level cat care shit right here. So if you are not ready for this at all, prepare, because you are about to just have your mind blown. My friend Deverick decides that, you know, I've got this catnip and I want him to like me. So why don't I take the catnip and dump it onto me? But not just dump it onto me. Let me take this catnip and put it on the ground and then roll around in it to make my cat like me. So that, okay, so basically he came to the conclusion that he was going to take this catnip, he was going to dump it all over himself by putting on the ground, then rolling around in it, and then his cat was going to come over and just suddenly adore him. And he had it all planned out in his mind. It's just foolproof, you know, A plus B equals yes. So he put it all together and he did it. He got down on the ground, he rolled in the catnip, he's covered in catnip, picks his cat up, and he puts the cat on him. You know, the cat sniffs him a few times and then starts biting him. And then, you know, my friend is like, what the fuck, cat, why are you biting me? And so he got really mad at his cat, and he came to me and he called me on Discord and he was like, Aigey, I don't fucking get it. My little cat, I love him to death, but he's a little shit. So I tried to cover myself in catnip, and like right there I was just kind of like, wait a second, Deverick, so what you're telling me is you took catnip and covered yourself in it? And he's like, well, yeah, it seemed like a great idea at the time. And I basically just put my head in my hands, and I just thought about all of the things that he has done in his life, and I've wondered and I've worried about him ever since, because for some reason I just don't understand it. From fucking up grilled cheese sandwiches to almost burning the house down using the dryer because he never changed out the filter or cleaned the filter, and saying that he'd have to go over to his friend's house to take a shower because he's missing a shower curtain, and forgetting to get a shower liner, and sneezing and his server shutting off at work. Just all this different stuff that he has done. And I think about him and I worry about him every day, and I wonder myself, how is he alive? How are you alive today, Deverick? I will probably never know, but I think we reached another milestone in anyone's life. My friend Deverick came to the conclusion that if you want to make your cat like you more, or love you for whatever reason, you must cover yourself in catnip. I put my head in my hands and I sighed, and I said to Deverick, that's probably the stupidest thing that you've told me today, and it's probably not going to be the last thing that you tell me. That's incredibly dumb. But anyway, guys, I want to hear some of your stories about some crazy things that you've done to try and to get your pet to love you, or to get your pet to do something. Like maybe your pet wouldn't take a bath, so you put treats in the bathtub, something like that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, whatever it may be. Alright guys, peace.